Welcome back, everyone, to Light On Fiends podcast. This is episode 34.
Yes, sir.
Biggest gamer.
Adamar.
And today, boy oh boy, we're back.
9-star week, one of our favorite weeks.
Yes, sir.
Ever.
How many episodes is it with 9-star?
At least 6.
6.
Because we went on a tear of Devil's Son-in-Law, Absolute Resonance, Keyboard Immortal.
Are you saying 6 since the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying how many have we done in total?
Oh, how many episodes of 9-star have we done?
Yeah.
Oh, at least like 8.
Yeah.
Like it's probably like a quarter of our channel is 9-star.
No, it might be a third of the channel.
No way.
It's 34.
You think we've done 11?
Or 10, like around 10.
Okay.
30%.
I think it's like 25%.
Yes, it's 25 or 30.
It's somewhere around there for sure.
Yeah.
It's a hefty part of this. It's because they release so quick.
Yeah, I mean 3 chapters a day, and they're not short chapters. Yeah. They're like mid-chapter. They're like mid-size.
But we know the author.
Yeah.
He's peak at the Tao word count.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tao word count.
Bro, there was a couple chapters in there where he was just like, I remember he was talking about the one thing, and then the next chapter was him talking about how mad Long Chen was about that thing again. And I was like, that was the whole chapter, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That was when Long Chen got mad about like the master. What's her face? Pill Fairy's master.
Yeah.
He was mad for 2 chapters, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like, I understand you're mad, bro, but like, I don't know. I feel like they dragged it. They did drag it. Alright, so where we starting?
Alright, so when we left off, they had just exited the Vermilion Bird trial.
Yep.
And
came out ready to fight.
Yep, and then they went straight away into the Vermilion Bird Empire War. Seized by the 8 other empires, which were pretty much irrelevant. Like,
oh yeah.
Like within like 5 chapters.
Maybe 3.
So they start off, they were like, alright, attacking the back line.
Yeah.
You know, Overwatch style.
Yeah.
And instantly nuke the capital of, like, the Thunder Empire.
No, they didn't nuke it. They
hit it with the Flame Lotus, right?
No,
was that the second one?
That was the second one. So the Thunder capital, they snuck into it.
Oh, and then they stole the
immemorial beast.
Yeah.
The Lu Linger.
Yeah.
How are you saying her? Lu Linger. She like basically ate it. And also they said she gained the fight it's like strength. She's a monster now. Mm-hmm. She's stronger than Long Chen. It feels like almost.
It does feel like it.
Because they made it clear that Long Chen or those of Memorial Beasts were like not maybe on par, but they were close to the level of the Vermilion Bird that we found at the end of the trial last episode. Yeah. And so Leilinger has like somewhat that strength, and Long Chen said he couldn't touch one of them. But then he actually does the exact opposite like a couple chapters later, so never mind. Whatever, you can't trust everything.
Because he doesn't know his own strength.
That's true. Okay, yeah, that's true. You can't trust what he says every time. So Leilinger eats them. They rob everything. I feel like they like lowballed how much stuff they got.
Yeah, I mean they just stole the treasures of an empire.
Yeah, and I feel like that thing always like gets me sometimes when they steal like a hoard of treasure from like this huge power, and they don't like ever talk about like this crazy super cool things they got.
All the loot, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like we just stole some stuff. Like that stuff should be crazy.
It just becomes irrelevant.
Yeah.
So fast.
And I'm just like, you're telling me there wasn't one good thing in there?
No.
Like they didn't say a single good thing he stole from that spot. It was just like the warships and like.
Well, they also said like they like have some like bloodsteel on them.
He broke it right away.
Really? I thought they said like.
No.
No, it wasn't the bloodsteel. It was the secret arts.
They have like a secret art that blocked it, and because Leilinger controlled the 4 like sacred weapons or whatever they were called, she instantly transmitted the secret art. They all got access to it.
Oh, okay.
Bro, so they had the whole storage, and Long Chen didn't say one thing about it.
It doesn't matter.
It's like it's all trash, bro. It's all trash.
To him, it's trash.
And that's crazy. That empire is like that's all you had for millions of years of foundation.
Ming Hong's saber's too OD, bro.
But like there must be something he could use in there.
Nah.
Not a single thing.
No. He's too strong. He doesn't need it.
Alright, whatever. We'll move on. Leilinger eats it. Then they get out of there, and then
they go to the weakest empire.
Yeah, the Flame.
Yeah.
The
blue flame.
The blue flame wolf.
Yeah.
And Longshot 1v1s that thing. Wrecks it. Well, I don't know if you can count out 1v1.
No, he pretty much did. He used Raging Flame Prison.
Yeah.
Smushed that guy.
But he used Hoolinger's abilities though, no?
Hey.
It's kind of
power, bro.
I never know what to say if they're like individual now, because now they're like sentient. So like, are they their own? Sometimes they have their own battles.
You just think of him as a summoner.
Okay, alright, that's fair.
That's what
I like that. I like
I
that.
was like,
I didn't even think of it like that.
I did. I was like, Hoolinger, I summon you. Wreck him.
Alright, I like that. I like that. I'm gonna start doing that now.
And then yeah, she ate him up.
Yeah. She ate up the Heavenly Flame Wolf. I thought for some reason the way that they were describing the Heavenly Flame Wolf, I thought like he was gonna capture it, cause like they kind of dragged its capturing for like a couple, like not for like a whole chapter. So I thought like sometimes when he doesn't instantly kill somebody, I'm like, oh, he's like taking them prison.
Yeah.
So he didn't do that. Yeah, they wrecked both of those empires, and then they wrecked so they only wrecked the Divine Flame one. Then they wrecked the second empire, and Longchamp basically just world extermination Lotus did and like wrecked it.
And then
Dipped.
They killed a couple Earth Venerates.
Oh yeah, that was pretty big.
Yeah.
At the time.
And 100 chapters later.
Cabbages.
And then they go back to the Nether. I don't say Nether.
The cabbage. That's why you thought of it.
They go back to the Vermilion Bird Empire.
Yeah.
They find when the Empress is fighting. Wang Chen goes, helps them out. He splits off for the other prince and princesses to go to other battlefields. They help out his mother-in-law. And then he finds out about the sacrifice that they're going to do on all the citizens of the Vermilion Bird Empire to... What? They said they're going to open a gate. It wasn't the Hell's Gate. It was like a different gate. But it turned out to be a... what's it called? The decoy.
Yeah.
The Hell's Gate.
Yeah.
Because then he went over there, and then Kuntu and like the Kunpan race came.
Out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, but then it made sense.
Yeah.
Because then Lao Ben King came, and you're like, oh, Empeda's playing the whole thing.
At the beginning, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, I was like,
why
are all these people here? But they're like, on the surface, we thought, oh, they're going to get sacrificed to the portal. And then what did he do? Oh, and then he starts fighting Lao Ben King. And that fight actually went nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't know, I didn't think he was going to kill him.
Me, I didn't think Longchamp had it in him to kill like that type of person just yet.
He went nuts, bro. He didn't even use Split the Heavens. He just put all of his, pointed his saber to the heavens and just went, and no, he pointed his saber, it split the heavens, like naturally, and then he went like, he slammed his saber right on top of Lao Ben King, broke through his faith armor, and then continued pressing down on him. So Lao Ben King was like, alright, I gotta gather all my faith power. Longchamp was like, alright, does it again, slams down on him again,
instantly. Instant death.
Beheads him.
Bro, I honestly was not expecting that at all. Because he was like...
Oh, and I was trying to remember why. Because the sacred...
Energy.
Yeah, I was going to say might, but it's energy.
Yeah.
In that form, so... This is a huge thing, and I'm pretty sure it's going to play a huge role at the end of the novel.
It's been low-key for like these 100 chapters.
Yeah.
I just found out about it, and it's been low-key the whole time.
And it's going to be crazy. Yeah, so sacred energy is something that anyone who's gone against the Heavenly Tao, when you defeat the Heavenly Tao, you gain some, or overcome it, or whatever. I think both. It probably applies to both. Yeah. You gain some sacred energy back. Yeah. So, obviously for the dragon race, this is a natural occurrence for them. So they have, because he possessed the true dragon bloodline, he has sacred energy, especially now that he's cultivating the dragon soul.
Body forging art?
Yes. But another thing we didn't know, or I guess you can infer, they said it was way stronger than usual, which means the 9-star Hegemon body art has underlying sacred energy in there.
Well, no, they also said that like your origins carry sacred energy, like through generations.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't see that part?
I don't remember that.
So they also.
Oh yeah, he's a reincarnator.
Yeah, well, that.
Reincarnation.
I didn't even think of that one, but they. Oh wow, yeah. Because basically they did say that like your generation, like your family history, like they can accrue sacred energy for you, like.
Oh, the Long family.
And the Long family, and then whatever, like the Violet Blood Race family probably has some crazy sacred energy on them, and then like now I'm thinking his reincarnation and his true dragon key.
And the 9-star Hegemon body art. Because I feel like,
oh yeah,
I feel like it has to, because like you know how arts like in the world just kind of like gather, kind of like Primal or any of that kind of stuff. Like it has some of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like it has to.
The Pill Sovereign.
Oh yeah.
This man's got some crazy sacred energy.
Yeah, because they said he doesn't have a lot, but it's like high. It was really strong.
And that's he also gets it himself from like fighting against the heavens every round.
So that's going to be a crazy power in the future.
We should describe it a little bit. So I think they said sacred energy is the only thing that can directly counter faith energy.
Yeah.
So like faith energy, like yes, if you get like a heavenly Tao crown in a Mortal King world, a stage, you can like kind of like fight against faith energy, because before they couldn't like. Anybody under a Mortal King couldn't even fight against faith energy, really. Like, you're just getting clobbered.
Yeah.
Once you get a Mortal King, you can kind of neutralize faith energy, but, like, you couldn't kill a faith cultivator. Now, with sacred energy, you can straight up just kill them. Like, if your sacred energy is strong enough and you, like directly kill them, like, they will die.
Also, Divine Venerates get sacred energy as well.
Oh, that's true, Yeah. And that was actually a really big plot point. So we got Lil Bang King got wrecked. And then Amputa came out and was like, and instead of letting Lil Bang King like instantly like, so basically when a faith cultivator like technically dies, since there's people that are devoted to them, they can reincarnate, which we find out later like some other like people do. And Amputa says not to Lil Bang King, and he sacrifices him to the Hell's Door, right?
Yeah.
And that like speeds up the process, and then we get a second traitor. This one was out of nowhere. What's his name, bro?
Oh, Dong Feng Zichi.
Yeah, I got it right here.
I remember Dong Feng, but I still remember the.
It's like here, Dong Feng Zichu.
Zichu.
Yeah.
I was really close.
Bro, he out of nowhere. So guys, if you don't know, Dong Feng Zichu is Pill Fairy's master, the guy who came out from the Heavenly Flame realm. What was it called?
Yeah.
Where the Yangshu Flame and Long Chen fought.
Yeah, the 3,000 worlds. It was right after the 3,000 worlds.
No, that was a different thing.
Oh no, it was. That
was before the 3,000 worlds.
Yeah, so it was right after the.
I think it was the Heavenly Flame world. I don't know if that's the exact name.
Yeah, but I know what we're doing.
Yeah, when he went into the Flame realm, guys, and he like where he met the Golden Lotus girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he met like the dragon that was like a divine venerate, and he killed it or whatever, all that stuff. So that guy, Dong Feng Zichu, been a traitor since Pill Fairy was born.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Pill Fairy was born with a nether flower in her foot, and basically the Nether Emperor puts these flowers on like talented like people, and so that when he comes back from his Nirvana reincarnation.
Yeah.
What do they call it? They call it something.
It's just his rebirth.
Nirvana rebirth. That's what it is. Because he's dead right now. We found out. Oh, that was a big bomb. Mm-hmm. Netherworld Emperor
was killed by the 9-star master.
But he can't come back, and that's how like the Ghost Sovereign who leaves like the like traces.
Yeah. So they're doing the same thing.
They're doing the same thing. So they're getting they like. So I guess once he comes back, either he'll take control of like the best one, and then the rest like he'll just like absorb or like puppet them or something. Yeah. I'm assuming. And we get Dong Feng Zichu. He's been actively progressing her to get eaten by the Netherworld Emperor.
Yeah, but making her stronger instead of suppressing the seal.
Because she's supposed to come. It said her seal was supposed to break when she became a World King.
Yeah. Instead,
it broke when she became like a little after she became an Immortal King. So
because she became too strong.
Yeah, that's crazy. And she was supposed to be eaten by the Yangzhu Flame in the Heavenly Fairing realm, and Dong Feng Zichu was like pissed that like Long Chen stopped it.
Yeah.
And then Long Chen went crazy on that man.
Yeah. So basically he came out. I mean, he was like yelling at him for a while, but then they started fighting. Long Chen was kind of losing.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did he do? Oh, he sent the golden lotus flame. No, that was after. Okay, so basically he fought. Oh no, actually he fought Dongfeng Zichu and then straight up, and then he was fighting him for a while. And then didn't he powered up after, right?
He did power up because basically Dongfeng Zichu like kind of they took a little pause in between the fight, and Dongfeng Zichu kind of described his treachery from like stage 1.
Yeah.
And then like it was bad. Like Long Chen went like 0 dark 30 on this man. Can I want to read this, bro, because this
or what he did to him when he
killed him.
Yeah.
So Long Chen goes crazy on Dongfeng Zichu, and he doesn't just kill him. Bro, I feel like I screenshot this. I need to say this on the channel. Yeah. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I, Long Chen, swear my oath, all gods and devils hear me. Bro, I need to say, all 10,000 DAOs of the universe be the witness. Using my blood, I seal Dongfeng Zichu. Starting now, heaven and earth cannot contain him. The 6 DAOs cannot reincarnate him. The 3 worlds cannot accept him. He is to suffer the pain of lightning devouring his soul night and day. As long as I, Long Chen, do not die, the soul devouring cannot stop. If any one of you dares to defy me, when I rule this world, heaven and earth will collapse, the 6 DAOs will crumble, and the 3 worlds will be overturned. And guess what? The heavenly DAOs, they listened.
Yeah.
They listened, bro. I was like,
yo. Crazy.
I didn't even like, because he says stuff like that every once in a while.
Yeah, like when he said he would erase the all devil race.
Yeah. And like, as he's gotten more powerful, the heavenly DAOs have like listened to him more, like, they're like obeying his commands, bro.
Their former master.
Yeah.
Still around.
That quote was crazy, bro.
It was.
I was like, I'm getting a little chilly right now. Bro, I was not expecting him to go that hard. Oh, and he, trust me, Dongfeng Zichu did not get saved.
No, he did not. He's being tortured at this moment.
At this very moment, until eternity, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Unless Long Chen dies, that man's, he's in there. Mm-hmm. That's what you get for being a traitor, bro.
Yep.
And then Dongfeng Zichu, I didn't think he was gonna be like a quick kill like that, to be honest.
No, Long Chen was too strong.
Yeah. Bro. And then we get Emputa fighting Dong Minyu.
Yeah. So Dong Minyu comes, and she comes to kill Emputa because that was her task.
From her master.
Yeah, and let me just say we didn't see the fight.
That's great.
He said it was how many moves? Like 368,000 moves.
I think it was 3,718. I don't know if that's right.
I don't remember either, but it was a lot. He said you set up all those moves. You used all those moves to set up your final move. I was like, damn!
I was like, this girl's crazy.
And then of course, it wouldn't have been that easy if she didn't have that dagger.
Yeah.
Which he said, like, if you this dagger has an owner, and this owner is someone that you can't afford to offend, and he won't say his name.
Yeah.
Or her name. You don't know who it is, but that it's
somebody crazy.
Yeah. Also, just realized. So the dagger has to be a primal chaos.
I think it's that crazy.
Remember, it didn't when it hit the cauldron.
It hit the cauldron?
Yeah, remember? Didn't it hit the cauldron?
I don't know. Why would it hit the cauldron?
Back when they found it, remember they were trying to move it? Mm-hmm. And when he hit the cauldron, neither of them broke. Remember? Because he was like, oh, this never failed me before. Remember that one time it failed them? Did it hit the cauldron or hit something else?
I don't think I've ever seen him. Oh, because I think he would die from the backlash of hitting the cauldron. Is why I'm like questioning that. Because when people hit like a strong item, they hit a backlash from the item.
But didn't it fail him at some point, right? It did. I remember it being like, oh, it's never failed me before, and I thought it was when he used it on the cauldron.
I think it did. I thought it was in the arc as well that happened, but I don't remember where.
I'm pretty sure it was something to do with the cauldron. Mm-hmm. So at the very least, I feel like it's a primal Primal Chaos item.
At the very least, no, not the
yeah,
highest item of all.
Yeah.
At the very least, bro.
I think it has to be because it would have broken.
If what you say is true, because I don't really remember off the top of my head, I agree with you. It's one of the 10 Primal Chaos. I don't think it's called Primal Chaos item. It has a crazier name than that. 10.
I'm pretty sure it's Primal Chaos.
I know Primal Chaos is in there, but like they have like a Heavenly or something in there.
Primal Chaos Divine item, maybe.
They have a cool name in there.
I don't think I think.
You think I just made it up for me?
Yeah.
I do that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
But either way, whoever owns this item, that's a Brahma level character.
Oh yeah. That's a crazy item.
Yeah, but back to the Netherworld arc, or not Netherworld, but what happened was when Yangzhu tried to reach through the gate to grab the Pill Fairy, Long Chen sent the Golden Lotus at his ass.
Yeah.
Burned his ass up. And obviously he was shocked. He was like, "How could you accept Long Chen?" So clearly this is like the purest being in the universe because you're not allowed to kill people.
Yeah.
But Long Chen's the exception. Which means I think a lot of people misunderstood her definition of pure.
Yeah. In
that it's not that you can't kill people, but it's just like, well, I don't know for sure.
You have to have a good moral compass.
I don't even think it's just that.
What do you think it is?
I think it's more like, because remember the question that the Pill Fairy asked? Of why do you want to protect the spirit race?
Yeah.
So and she told him like protect that purity, that pure spot in your heart. So I think like as long as you have that, because remember she said that was a different answer from what the original 9-star master gave.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
we don't know, but I'm assuming it's the opposite answer of nah, they're useless. They're the neutral guys.
I don't think he would have said that.
He would have said something.
I think he would have
domineering.
said domineering, but similar.
No, he wouldn't have said something similar. I don't think so. I think he would have said something like they're too good natured for their own well-being or something like that. But they had, I don't know, but that's my prediction of what he said if we ever find out. But I think like that pure spot in your heart, like I think that's what she meant.
I agree with you on that, and we also find out that Yangzhu, obviously, I don't know if not obviously, but there's 9 Yangzhu flames that are like the sons. I don't know if they're all male, but probably. Yeah. Let's just say the 9 sons, and then the main Yangzhu flame. The Yangzhu flame that came this time to like attack Long Chen was the 3rd Yangzhu flame, and I actually thought that was a little high for his level of cultivation. Was only. Saying only, but it was a Heaven Divine Venerate, I think it was, right? Yeah, I think so. So I'm very surprised that there are only 2 Yangzhu flames that aren't like the parent are above him. Well, maybe they could. I mean, there's a possibility that they could be clones. Right? That's true. They all have the same name. Yeah. And they could just be clones. Yeah. Or like seedlings that just appeared. I'm just wondering because I'm like, there's only 2 more above him, above the 3rd brother, and then the main parent. So like, they can't get that much stronger, especially because like I know the 9th brother died, but I think the 8th brother was like only a world king. So like to the 8th to 3rd, it only goes from world king to peak divine venerate, which I was surprised by. No, that's true. So then that happens, and then so they were able to block Hell's Gate or the Yangzhu Gate, and then we get the Hell's Gate activation. Honestly, I felt like Long Chen was gonna lose there. Yeah, me too. I didn't think he had anything that could like save him there, and that's where the Netherworld Emperor popped out, or he didn't pop out himself, but his like crew did. His crew came out, and they were like this huge procession, and like basically everybody was scared to be on their like minds. They like couldn't move, couldn't nothing. And they grabbed Pill Fairy, and they were like, "You're coming with us. You're the Netherworld Emperor's like woman." And Long Chen's like, "I don't know who you think you are, stealing my girl. Not happening." And he takes like her nether flower and like stabs it out of her and stabs it into himself. Yeah, that was crazy. He starts absorbing it, and then he absorbs it into his eyes. One eye, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's his. I thought it was both eyes.
I thought it was
One-
just into the purgatory eye.
Does he only have it in one eye?
I thought it was. So they call it the purgatory eyes. But he only ever uses it when he pulls out the eye patch.
Oh, actually, no.
But I think he has both eyes because when he used the other eyes, I think he only gets backlash in one. Like it
In one
concentrates in one eye.
That's what I thought.
But I think he might use both eyes.
Yeah.
You're right.
So he absorbed the flower,
Mm.
and he puts the rune in his eyes, and then what did he do after that?
Oh, after that, he took the Netherworld, and then
I think
took the flower,
he-
and then with that he killed. Oh, I remember. He used once he got the runes in his eyes, he used the divine ability of the flower, and he destroyed the whole procession.
Oh yeah, and then he used the Heaven and Earth Cauldron to destroy the gate.
Yeah, but he was still getting sucked in, and then we finally find out the name of that cauldron from the last arc in the Heavenly Tomb. It's the
Heaven and Earth Cauldron.
Heaven and Earth Cauldron, and he things that door into the Hell's Gate, shuts it.
Yep.
And it directly breaks the Heavenly Dows. And like obviously we get breaking the Heavenly Dows all the time, but this time it's irreplaceable. The cracks
Irreparable.
irreparable. It won't fix itself for at least 1,000 years.
Yeah. And then she said that Primal Chaos Key was going to start seeping into the
Dong Menyu's master.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of weird because,
Didn't realize it was just out and about like that, like sealed behind the Heavenly Dows.
yeah, makes me think. What? So, we've always had the speculation that the Heavenly Tao is,
Controlled.
yeah, but now it's feeling more and more like a wall,
Mm-hmm.
like
There's people above the Heavenly Dows.
an illusion. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? Actually, now that you say that,
Yeah.
it's gonna play well right into the next part.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, they take what's her face, the Pillow Fairy,
Mm-hmm.
and oh wait, the Dragonblood Legion showed up at some point here.
Yeah.
And they murked all the
The
Earth Venerates
yeah.
and all the
400 of them, by the
yeah
way, guys.
out of
And Guran and Jachan.
yeah, and then yeah, but like they did their job,
Yeah.
and then they left to Nirvana Overflow Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
They went on the Heavenly River. They saw a giant ass sea whale.
Yeah.
That they said is larger than a kun and a dragon,
Yeah, that was actually very crazy.
which is like shocking.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that there's two types of whales: heavenly whale and a sea whale. So there's
Yeah.
that whale that swims amongst the heavenly Tao,
Mm-hmm.
which I was like, huh?
Yeah, I was they made it sound very elusive.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying the wall is becoming a theory is becoming more and more like it's time to break through the illusion.
Yeah.
But this plays obviously once again to the next part. We find a ghost ship.
Yep.
Wait,
Wait.
right before that,
Yeah. Right before that,
we find a fiend eye,
yeah, that was big.
and then we find the member of the Undying race, Undying Dragon Tree,
Undying Dragon Race, yeah.
who he then cons into being like,
You gotta tell them how they con him, bro.
oh yeah, he pretended he was like the ghost sovereign.
No, the Nether saw him.
Oh, the Netherworld. Oh yeah, because it was the Nether Emperor that captured him.
Yeah, so we find out that the Fiend Eyes are all under the command of the Netherworld Emperor.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is they're taking in all of like these dead corpses, and basically there's just random people who are feeding humans into these corpses, and like up to from what we've seen, at least Heavenly Divine Venerates are like getting sucked in there, like consistently. We saw one get killed right in front of us, and it's all going into this life crystal that I think is supposed to like resurrect the Netherworld Emperor.
Yeah.
And that life crystal, at least from we found out that the guard who was like protecting it was protecting it for 87 million years. So that life crystal had a lot of life.
Yeah.
And it was using that, Longchan was actually able to restore. So one tidbit, the Heaven and Earth Cauldron is one of the 10 Primal Chaos items, but that's only when it's combined. At the moment, Longchan only has the Earth Cauldron.
Yeah, that's true.
And
so there's two cauldrons.
Yeah.
One's for offensive and killing, the other one's for defensive and pill making because it gives birth to life.
And we have the earth one. Longchan has the earth one. And using the life crystal, the earth cauldron gets rid of like a third of its rust around it, and like now some of the spiritual runes are like available for use. Longchan can't use them though because he's too weak. But like,
yeah,
it's there.
But yeah, then he frees the Undying Tree. The Undying Tree decides to serve him.
He's a heavenly divine venerate.
Yeah, because so he's grateful for that. And then they find a ghost ship right after this. And then we find the Warrior of the Starry Sky.
Yep.
And when he said that, originally I was like, oh, is it like the Starry Sky art?
Yeah, that's what I originally thought.
But then he was like, no, it's the Starry Sky race. And I was like,
yeah.
So there's clearly a connection here to the 9-star Hegemon, which doesn't make sense to me. Oh wait, he said the Starry Sky race disappeared in the memorial area.
Yes.
Where did the 9-star master appear? We don't no idea.
I don't remember. I don't think we know.
Because then we could fix the timeline, but I have no idea about the timeline right now.
Timeline's confused.
Because what we know is the Starry Sky creator created that art off the 9-star master. But now we have a literal warrior of the Starry Sky race who said that they have innate star diagrams on their body.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, bro, someone is not giving us the full picture here.
Yeah.
Because how do we have a Starry Sky art, 9-star art, and then the Starry Sky race?
Something's being made artificially here, bro.
There's a
scheme, bro.
I think so, but basically they said this guy was so strong.
Yeah.
He's been in prison for
longer than the tree guy.
Yeah.
And the tree guy was in prison for 87 million years.
That's how much energy, like physical or blood care, whatever, it's almost immeasurable. It's just so much.
So basically, unless the ghost ship was literally made to keep the Starry Sky race man like in prison. That was their whole job.
To constantly siphon his energy.
Because if not, like if they didn't do that, they would like
he would immediately wake up.
Yeah, and they were doing it to keep him captive for when the Ghost Sovereign, because he's currently in Nirvana rebirth, because the 9-star master killed him too. When the Ghost Sovereign comes back, he would have like a puppet. So and we know, or it seems pretty clear that this Starry Sky race guy is like a level above the Divine Venerate.
Well, they said he was a peak Divine Venerate.
Really? I thought they said he was stronger than that.
No, they said he was like one of like
the strongest,
like heavenly Divine Venerates.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
So, and we saw he ripped the spine out of the giant sea whale.
That's why I feel like he was stronger than Divine Venerate. That man was crazy.
Well, look at Longchan fighting Earth Venerates. This guy, imagine a guy like that talent being a heavenly Divine Venerate.
Okay, that's true.
So he ripped the spine out of the.
He did something first, but first you gotta describe the whale.
Oh yeah, so he ripped the core out of the whale, and so for sea whales, what happens is they live within the down. They eat till they grow up, but they die of old age, which should be impossible.
Yeah.
But because they don't go against the heavenly Tao, they die of old age. They go back to the sea. They return everything to the sea. But the only things they dissipate their energy. The only things that don't lose energy when they die is their core and their spine, or their bones technically. So he rips out the core, eats the core raw. Yep. Then rips the spine out. Yeah. He shrinks it to a belt, wraps around his waist. Dips.
And also I know distance doesn't really mean much in this novel, but like when they're describing the distance, mind you, these people can probably go millions of kilometers a day, probably billions. And like Longchan and his squad are going around this whale for 3 days.
Yeah.
So you know that thing is probably like 1 trillion miles long. Yeah. Like it's one of the biggest things in existence, and it took them 3 days to get around it. And this guy just instantly one-shots it, and then just takes the whole spine. That is probably like millions of kilometers, trillions of kilometers long, and just takes it. Like that's probably one of the strongest weapons ever made. Like. That's crazy.
Yeah, so... And then Longchan said something that obviously really provoked my thought right now was that the strongest warriors under the starry sky. What's above the starry sky?
Yeah.
And now I'm saying, bro, it's heavenly down.
It keeps like the below and above thing, bro.
It's the illusion.
Yep.
Illusion. And then there's the
10 lands, bro.
Then there's the 5 palaces and the 8 gates, bro.
Yep.
This wall.
We got a lot to learn.
The illusion's getting thicker.
Yeah. But we're getting closer to the source.
Yes.
So we leave the Heavenly Dao River, and we make it to the Nirvana Flame Heaven.
Nirvana Overflow.
The Nirvana Overflow Heaven, which is said to be stronger than the Violet Flame Heaven we were in.
The second strongest heaven.
Was that confirmed?
Yeah, he said it's the second strongest heaven with the most heavenly Dao impact.
Okay. And so, because I wasn't sure, because I remember Violet Flame was third, but I didn't know if they specified if Nirvana Flame was first or second.
It was second.
It was second? Okay, cool. So he gets there, Longchen gets there, instantly tries to help some random person out. Who knows what happened, the guy's a dick. He tries to kill him, he escapes. But in the process, Longchen kills some random disciple dude, soul searches him, and we get the new cultivation level. Eternal Realm.
Yes. We have Eternals. But we were talking about this earlier. We don't think it's called Eternal Realm. We just think that's like
their
a
title
realm where they become Eternals.
Yeah, it's like their title, you know?
Yeah.
Continue.
Well, and the guy they met, he's from the Yi clan.
Yeah.
Which is an Eternal clan.
Yi or Ye?
I call it Yi.
I thought it was Y-E though.
I don't know. I still call it Yi.
I guess I can see it.
But either way, they're from the race called Heavenly Divinity Race, which consists of Long, Zhao, Zhang, Yi, Wang.
That was just 4.
No, it's 8 or 7.
I miscounted that.
It's Long, Zhang, Zhao, Yi, Wang, Wen.
Oh, you're right there, is he?
Wen and I forget the last one because I'm pretty sure it's 7.
You are, so.
I'm not at 7. I'm at 6.
I thought it was 8. I thought you just said it was 8.
No, I said 7 or 8.
Okay.
I can't remember if there's one.
You did pretty good. You did pretty good.
Those are the names that you just hear in all novels, so that's why I remember them.
Okay. So yeah, we got them, and it seems to us that the Heavenly Divinity clans are related, or I guess the original powers of the Divine clans. Is that what they were called? The Divine clans in the original.
Oh yeah. So 4 of them are from.
That's what I thought
Divine
it was
families.
Yeah, Divine families.
In the
Martial Heaven continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, it's another scheme because Longshan was wondering why they send them to the mortal realm down there.
Like, what could be so important out there that you need?
Other than the core, really, but because that was their original plan to take the core, which is like sucks because it really means that they're probably in league with Brahma.
Yeah. And
Longshan's family's from there, and we also found out his father's here.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that. His family is here. Like, at least his dad is here. That's actually the reason we're here. His dad, he's going to get his dad. Yeah. We're finally on the dad arc.
He needs enough strength.
Yeah.
And, right before that,
Yeah.
Say also the Heart Devil escaped.
Oh yeah, that was a random sign that he just lifted up. Oh, you're gone, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, because he found out when he was cultivating pills with the Earth Cauldron, he was like, oh, he's gone.
Also, Earth Cauldron OP.
Yep. So basically, it makes you golden pills OD. For no matter what.
No matter what.
It's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Peerless pills or top grade pills. Sorry.
Yeah, something like that.
Top grade pills that are tribulation.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a quick side note. Then after this, the 3 heavenly divine venerates come from the Yi clan. Mm-hmm. They killed 2. They beat the holy hell out of the other one to the point where he started crying, begging, it's not.
Real quick, just because you mentioned this fight, side note, or it's important in this note, is that tree devil that Longchen conned is now his guardian until Longchen reaches the World King stage. Yeah. And the tree devil is Heavenly Divine Venerate. So he's like his protector until Longchen is strong enough. Yeah.
And yeah, he was the one. He killed 2 of them. The other guy, they let him off because they're like, "Dang, you're pathetic.
You're pitiful, bro."
Yeah.
Actually, garbage.
9th, 8th, and 7th. I think they're outer elders too.
Yeah, I don't think they spell. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're outer
elders. Yeah, the outer elders.
And then after that they leave.
And
Then the real genius of the Yi Clan comes out. He's a triple supreme with the 3 flowers. He's a merged triple supreme with 3 flowers in the Immortal King realm. So he's a top level genius that we're stomped later on.
Yeah. And they kind of, I liked how they kind of explained it, how like double supremes can still become. So earlier, like a couple episodes ago or last episode, we said like we thought like only double supremes can become like Earth Venerates, and then like triple supremes can become Heaven Venerates, and we're like, wow, because everybody just a triple supreme then?
Yeah, actually, I thought the same thing, and it's also why initially I hated Divine Venerate, because I was like, bro, y'all just watched Divine Venerate so hard, and you made me like, now like when I see a triple supreme, I'm not gonna think much of that.
Yeah.
But then they gave us a huge explanation. Like, so there's 2 differences between Heaven and Divine Venerates. There's natural and practically forced.
Yeah, natural and acquired.
Oh yeah, acquired. That's what it is. And there's literally heaven and earth difference between an acquired and a natural Divine Venerate. So basically, what they said is double supremes can become Divine Venerates.
Or merging their two powers, and they can become Earth Divine Venerates. But for the 3rd flower, like to create it, they need to like go through like immense amount of time of training. Yeah.
And like it's basically just like they basically said if you don't have the natural talent to break through, and you have to just build up accumulation, you just won't be strong enough. And so guys like this Yi young master that we just met, because he's already emerged triple supreme with 3 flowers in Mortal King realm, it basically means
he's like peak Immortal King basically.
Yeah, well, it basically means that he'll be a natural Heaven Venerate. And they also said that for acquired Heavenly Venerates, they have to sacrifice lifespan in order to maintain the realm or else they'll fall. Which shows just how bad the difference is. If you're natural talent, you're blessed by the Heavenly Down, you won't have to worry about it.
And we also got a kind of big explanation as well about Heavenly Divine Venerates in general. Specifically human Divine Venerates versus other Divine Venerates. This might be word count to be honest, but human Divine Venerates, if they don't reach it before 100 years of age, once they reach like biggest game I was talking about, basically they become acquired, or if they just take longer than 100 years, and they reach Heavenly Divine Venerate, then they won't ever be stable at their realm. Yeah. They will constantly be regressing unless they use their life force, like you said. Yeah. And then also Heavenly Divine Venerates that are actively using their life force to keep their realm are gonna be weaker than all the like beast race Divine Venerates or Heavenly Divine Venerates, because like Heavenly Divine Venerates of other races don't have to sacrifice their longevity to like keep their powers. Because they're just naturally like have longer lifespans.
Yeah, much longer. They also said like 1,000 years is considered a genius, and like 100 years is like supreme genius.
It's the era of supreme genius.
Yeah.
And also that made me think, how old is Longchan right now? I think he's like 40, 50.
He's like in his 30s.
Not in his 20s.
He's in his 30s.
I feel like he's
He's not 40.
You don't think he's 40 yet?
No.
I know he's at least in his 30s. I thought 50 was a stretch. I think probably he's like 30, 33 maybe right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 35, 36.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know why. This made me question. I'm like, how old is this man right now?
I mean, that's like 2 realms away.
Yeah. But obviously he'll get it in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Like he'll hit it before like 40.
Yeah.
Or like 50 at the very least. There's no way he lasts that long. But that just made me think. I just wanted. I know he'll reach it before 100. I just was just very curious. I was like, how old is this man? Because sometimes I get curious. Because they're like charging through realms, bro. Like it made me think of like the Martial Heaven Continent like cultivators, and how like they were so happy about like hitting like Jansha before 50. Like that was like an accomplishment.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it's just like trash. Like if you're not a fucking immortal king by 50 years old, bro, you have no chance.
Yeah.
And it also put it in perspective how that other guy from that random clan that was he had a ghost sovereign mark on him, and he hit like Immortal King at 99, and he was like, oh, crazy genius. Like he had potential to become World King or whatever. You remember that?
Yeah.
And he's like, he's garbage. He's
No.
garbage, bro.
I feel so bad every time we just pass every genius.
Yeah, because it's like you thought you were something.
Yeah. But basically, after all that, they find out about the Sage King Convention, which is a convention that back in ancient times happened every 100 years. That was arranged by the Saint King race.
Yep.
To promote peace between all the races.
And now?
And well, I was gonna say like it was the culmination of karmic luck that they put on each person, and now it's been 8 million years or something since the last one.
Yep.
So
as soon as Longchen rolls up, something always happens for the first time in 8,000 trillion million years.
And pretty much this would be so helpful because this karmic luck sucks.
Oh, it's garbage. This still might not even get him at average, bro, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll toss it to Gularan again, like the Marshall Heaven continent.
But after that, after he finds out that, because he was at the Hyun merchant company.
Yeah, the trading company.
He goes and loots the Soaring Dragon Company, like a bunch of them.
Always.
And then he runs into Feng Fei.
Yes, sir.
Who we were like, out of nowhere. I was like, Feng Fei? Yeah. I had to look at, like, I think I had an explanation, because I was like, wait a minute. Who's Feng Fei? And then they're like, oh, it's Feng Fei. I was like, Feng Fei. Yeah. But it was a crazy introduction. She was like, yeah, I cried when you were gone. And they were like, you bring more color. She was like, you bring more color to the world and everything. She was like, very friendly. It was like, it seems like she's strong. Oh. Because he was like, damn, never felt pressure from the same level like that, same generation in a while.
She's not a regular.
I think her mind just went through like a whole change after Marshall Heaven Continent.
It has to.
And she's just like, I feel like she's just mind cultivator or something. That's just like...
Cause her change was crazy. And she was talking about so much back then. And we thought she'd be something, but like, we thought she just died at Marshall Heaven Continent. And
she's still something.
She's still something, and she came back stronger than ever. Soon to be surpassed, but stronger than ever.
Yeah. And then, what happened after that?
Oh, no, seriously. We got the notes.
We got the notes.
Feng Fei, the Fullmoon race.
Okay, so it's been a while, but remember the Zhu Changshan, I think his name is. He was the guy. He was the original guy that was chasing after Bai Shishi at the High Firmware Academy.
Oh yeah.
They run into him. He was fighting some other elder, of their race because he's part of the Full Moon race.
Yep.
And then
we Ben knew back then he had a crazy background, and finally we're kind of like learning.
So he's in the because we knew he was from the Life Forbidden area, but he's from the Full Moon race. He helps him out. He tells him, he asks Longchen, I need your help to get me back to the clan because I'm supposed to be in the running for clan leader to be a successor. Longchen's like, bet, I got you. Hit me up with one. Oh yeah, because he promises if you help me out, I give you your own world. And Longchen was like, bet, trying to explore the Life Forbidden area because no one else can. They go back, smack some heads around.
Had to.
They meet. They meet the race leader.
He's pretty chill.
Yeah, he's pretty chill. He's a straightforward guy. You know, type that Longchen gets along.
We like guys like that.
And then, basically, the race leader, they do have a whole meeting.
Very long.
He uses the ancestral totem spirit. And we find out that we got traitors.
Oh, always.
Lord Brahma.
Is it 9-star without traitors?
No. But basically we found out that the Full Moon race has been protecting the Life Forbidden area, which is the entrance to the Dark Gate that houses the Dark World for the dark creatures.
The dark world, dark creatures.
And that their ancestors made a promise for them to guard it, and obviously there's other races that do the same. And these traitors, they didn't want to guard it anymore. They wanted to work with Brahma, but he kept saying no. Their old leader kept saying no, because they were like, "Nah, Brahma's not.
He's not it.
He's not it.
You don't want to do this. Don't follow down this path."
Yeah. So the traitors leave because they got cleansed by Brahma, so the totem spirit can't do nothing to them. And they keep their promise to Long Chen. And the race leader tells all the other elders, he's like, the totem was like, "Yo, Long Chen's it. He's the key to success for the revival." And
everybody, when he sees them.
Yep. And what happened after that? Did they? Oh, they go and they show them. Oh yeah, he goes to them. He's like, "We can give you this one of our 3 worlds." Long Chen was like, "Nah, we're gonna cop our own."
Yeah.
And he was like,
"That's all Long Chen style." He's like, "I don't need one of those.
Yeah.
I got my own."
And then, oh yeah, Long Chen's like, "Oh yeah, but I got you with pills though." Because apparently
he's
that's
a drug lord, bro.
Yo, for real. Because basically the Fullmoon race needs 3 pills to like really bring up their strength. But obviously the sacred pill halls are some fucking hoes.
Every arc with pills, we know the sacred pill hall is being an ass.
Yep. And so Longshan's like, "I got you with the pills, bro. Let me get this world." And they're like, "We got you. We got Stark Warfield right here."
He just supplies, bro. Supplies.
And
you know how many pills he needs to supply for a full race?
I know.
That's not like a light amount of pills.
Yeah, but he has the cauldron, bro.
That's like millions and trillions and quadrillions of pills.
Well, he has a cauldron, and he can give them the recipes for them to do it later.
That's true. It's the materials.
You would think these guys back in the old days they would write that shit down, bro. Or like be like, "Hey, ancestral totem spirit, you know, you got a little room in there in your memory for these 3 recipes, bro. Like, what are these guys doing? How'd you lose this, bro?"
It's, your important lifeline to immortality and success. No, nothing. Okay, alright.
Who am I to judge?
Who are we? Immortal Dow sovereigns, whatever.
But basically, they have a whole fighting arc, or like mini arc of them against the dark creatures.
Yeah.
And we find out the dark creatures are not intelligent.
Yeah.
They just fight, so they're super offensive, no defense.
No surprise.
Yep. Which is
basically like fiends, like the cultivators, the devil cultivators that we fight, and like the beast tides, all those things. They're the same thing.
Yeah. But
he's just collecting materials, protecting corpses, getting all that stuff.
And training the Dragonblood Legion, or like, yeah, good training. And we find out they're world kings.
Yep.
Like, above average world kings.
Yep.
So it's like they're fighting for their lives out there.
They're honing their skills out here. They're not like.
Yeah, they're not fighting for their lives. They're honing their skills because the Fullmoon race is fighting for their lives.
Yeah, they're like the devil race back in the Marshall continent.
Yeah.
They're going through it.
Yeah.
And they're like protectors that are like talked down on. Because that's kind of like the devil race or the original devil race in the Marshall continent.
Yeah, but we find out, so there's like normal dark creatures, then like the divine Venerate creatures are like the dark lore domain creatures, and we also find out there's another creature even higher than that, but like he's on the other side of the gate. We found out like the way the dark gate works, there's like seams for like the seal.
Through.
The original dark gate has a seal on it. But like obviously can't cover the whole thing, so there's kind of leaks. That's what the seams are. And so like there's like another creature, what level we don't know, that like slowly like push them out. But he's saying like they're also pretty dumb. Yeah.
He's an eternal. She's an eternal.
But he's stupid. But for being stupid, getting that strong means you're you're above average.
That's true. You can't be dumb and that strong. Or you can't be dumb and weak in this world. Yeah. You gotta be dumb and strong.
Yeah, that's why like
or strong and weak.
Violence are good. They're good sparring partners.
Yeah. Not sparring partners.
Death practice partners.
Yeah.
Because they still kill them with we found out killing them gives energy to the Golden Lotus.
Yeah, that was actually really big because the Golden Lotus was drained after fighting the Young-Shus.
That means it's the natural enemy of evil, I guess. Like, obviously, we confirm that more. It's the Dark World. We also find out the Dark World. We believe the Dark World is what caused the shattering. I think that's what they said. They said it caused the shattering of the 9 heavens, 10 earth. The theory: someone unsealed that bitch. Brahma.
And I'm gonna just throw this in there because we forgot to say it earlier. Brahma and his 8 divine generals.
Oh!
And one thing about his 8 divine generals that needs to be said, and I don't remember which one of us or if it was both of us. One of us was right though, at least one of us, maybe both of us. Those mirrors that can track 9-star heirs, there's 8 more of them. We thought there was one. We thought maybe there was more than one. I think it was you who said that. I think it was you.
Because I thought it was way too easy.
Yeah. So they destroyed the one that Lao Benke had, and the other 8 are all in the Great Divine General's hands.
8 divine commanders.
8 divine commanders, I'm sorry. And they're all stronger than Empeda. Because we found out Empeda is just an outer hall master. I forgot to say that earlier.
This means his generals are Eternals, bro.
They're all
they
Eternals.
Have to be. And they said, and also we talked about this.
Well, they don't have to be Eternals.
They have to be, bro. They've been around for how long?
Well, I'm just saying because Empeda is like technically only a World King.
Okay, but he could have been a Divine Venerate at any point.
That's true.
So what
maybe they're like peak Heavenly Divine Venerates with like supercharged faith.
That could be true because it does take a lot of time to accumulate faith.
Yeah.
We also know that Brahma, when he disappeared from the scene millions of years ago, was already a peak Heaven Divine Venerate, which means this guy's definitely an Eternal above or something like that.
Yeah. At least peak Eternal.
Yeah.
Confirmed, guys. We've been calling it for
so long.
Hundreds of chapters now. We knew he wasn't a Divine Venerate.
Who knows how many more ranks there are?
I don't know if he's... It's hard to say, but he's probably either a peak Eternal, and if I had to guess right now, put some money on it, he's one level above.
I'd put that money on there. But
Heavenly Divine Venerates, they're becoming cabbages again.
Yeah.
We thought we'd never see the day, but no, we knew we'd see the day, but God, it still hurts every time.
Yeah.
It hurts so much seeing these realms become nothing when they were just like hype like 30 chapters ago.
It's crazy how Long Chen's killing Heaven Divine Venerates in the Morkan realm though.
That is crazy.
And you know what was really funny though? When they said like usually people who can fight at ranks Heaven Venerate
it's like the dividing line, yeah.
And then instantly like 5 chapters later, Long Chen's like, I killed the
I don't even think it was 5 chapters, bro. I think it was like 2 or 3 chapters.
I was like, I can at least give it some more hype.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, let him live.
Yeah. Because they're making it seem like between Earth and Heaven, it's like, I think they said 100,000 Earth Divine Venerates couldn't beat one Heaven Divine Venerate.
Yeah.
And then not even 2-3 chapters later, one's getting stomped.
Yeah.
It was like...
Wow. I wish they specified like natural.
Yeah.
Because right now, I don't think they fought a natural Heaven Divine Venerate.
Well, they always do that in 9-star. They always like group them together. And then you like, once like Long Chen can start beating like the regular ones, they're like, oh, those are the cannon fodder Heavenly Divine Venerates.
Yeah.
Now there's the acquired Heavenly Divine Venerates. They always do it, bro. They do it every time. Every time without fail. This author is good at that rinse and repeat. And you know what? He gets me every time, bro.
Okay, but now next, here's the important piece. Piece we've been waiting for. The Dragon Soul Body Forging Art.
Mm-hmm.
Arc Dragon Senior.
Yes, sir.
Fucking playing with us, bro.
Yeah.
He tried tricking us. Not really tricking, but he was like, I'll make you stronger. I'll make you stronger, but I'll do it my way. Yeah. And then we were like, found out his way's not good enough.
No.
So pretty much what happened was, Long Chen was focusing on cultivating this art the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 9-star guide.
Who we found out about has been the voice.
Yeah, the mysterious voice always talking about. This was like way before a few chapters. He was like, you should focus on the 9-star art, but Dragon Seer was like, nah, he has his own path.
Yeah.
And then a few chapters later, Dragon Seer was like, yo, bro.
Real quick. That 9-star guy, that's the voice that Longchamp has been hearing since day one, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the 9-star guy, and it seems like the 9-star guy is doing that for countless 9-star heirs, but like gave Longchamp special attention because of how he deviated from the path of the 5-star battle armor.
Well, he can't even help him now.
Yeah, he can't help him.
So
and the Dragon Senior said.
Yeah. So basically, Longchamp's been cultivating his art, making him super strong because the Dragon Senior is like, you need an incredible physical body, so that way when you make your new 7-star battle armor, the success rate should be like 10 times easier because you have an extremely strong body.
Yeah.
Then when Longchamp tried to circulate his energy to change it, dude almost blew up.
Yeah.
Almost nuked his own planet.
Yeah.
His Linglong world, that's the name they gave him.
Yeah.
Almost nuked that bitch.
The Linglong world.
And then, what happened? Oh, so this Dragon Senior was like,
I messed up.
I think it made it harder. And Longchamp was like, harder? Bro, that bit, I almost died for the 5th and 6th. You tell me, and 7th's the dividing line. This is 100 times harder.
Yeah, you said you made it already harder than it had to be.
Yeah.
But you know what they say, the more dangerous, the more the rewards.
Mm-hmm.
So once he completes it, he will be a god. 9-star Hegemon body art has been crazy. 100 chapters. I felt like it was a lot of, like there wasn't like. I think the beginning hit so strong that after, like...
It was just, like, a lot of information.
It was a lot of information, but it was still really good. But it's just the first, like, 20, 30 chapters that we read were straight hands. Like, Emperor died. Like, Lao King died. Like, we get the Netherworld Emperor. We get Heavenly Divine Venerate showing up out of nowhere. Like, it was just very crazy. The first, like, 40, 50 chapters. And then, like, there was also... I think there was just a lot of info dumping.
Yeah.
But I enjoy info dumps in this novel because like there's so much mystery that's like half of the appeal. Just like getting closer to the source.
Yeah. So Longchamp, he was able to figure out how to merge the 9-star Hegemon body art. So basically what happened was the 9-star Hegemon body art was rejecting
the
Dragon Soul art because the Dragon Senior was trying to test if it was stronger.
Yeah.
Because that was his own pride.
Yeah.
But the 9-star Hegemon body art was like, nah, get the fuck out of here. And
come on, Dragon Senior, you know you couldn't handle the 9-star master.
Yeah, so he thought it's like, oh, I guess it's not strong enough to change the will of the 9-stars. Which honestly, when I read that, I was like, yeah, fuck you. I was like, nah, will of the 9-stars.
That's why whenever Longchamp takes his own path from when he like deviates from what the Dragon Senior says, it's like, don't worry about it, bro. He got this.
Yeah, and then Longchamp was like, no, I got it.
Yeah.
And then so he summoned his manifestation. Mm-hmm. And basically what he did was he took the dragon runes and he absorbed it into his stars.
Yeah.
And the Dragon Senior confirmed, he was like, yeah, if it was on par, it would have tried to wrestle control from the stars.
But since it was less,
it got absorbed obediently.
Yeah.
I was like, better be obedient. Yeah.
I know that Dragon Senior was best.
Yeah. But then he was only able to absorb half of it because he doesn't have the Supreme Blood, Spirit Root, Supreme Bone, which means you know what? I was gonna go crazy.
You're gonna say.
You already know how crazy he's gonna go. He's gonna go insane, bro.
This next arc, he probably gets his stuff back soon, right?
Because he's about to meet his dad.
He's about to meet his dad, and Longchamp's gonna get all his stuff back, and this is just another piece of power.
That's not gonna be 50%. That's gonna be like 200%, bro.
Well, it's gonna be in the hundreds of percent.
You know how crazy his control's gonna be when he has his.
So everything. It's not just control. It's his explosiveness, control, his speed, his quickness, his power, his mind, his will, his ki, his spirit, his everything, bro. This man, his control over the Nirvana flame art, bro. He's at like the 4th scripture right now. He's gonna be like, I already hit the peak of the 6th. I need more. I think he has 5th, right?
I need a full like 5 metamorphosis chapters of him being like
breaking his shell, bro.
I changed.
And I don't want it
different now.
I don't want like him in a cocoon like he was in the Dragon World. I need him to like Super Saiyan, bro.
Yes, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
I need some Super Saiyan type thing.
When he has. Also, I love how they call it Dragon King Battle Armor.
Yeah.
When he's a 7-star Battle Armor, Dragon King Battle Armor.
Yeah.
The Divine. I'm waiting for those 3 lines for the next fight, bro.
It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be absolutely insane.
Oh, bro, I'm so hyped. That 7-star Battle Armor is gonna go nuts.
That's why we're at a good point where we're about to get a pretty good arc. Yeah, Long Chen's gonna explode. He's been kind of exploding. I think more than recently, it's been a chase for power. Like, I feel like usually it's been a chase for power, but these last, like, I don't know, since he went to the 3,000 worlds, it's been kind of like this chase for power.
Yeah.
Because he's been, like, people he's fighting are, like, old monsters, you know? They're, like, really, like, getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's intense. It's real intense. I want to see how he does.
Yeah, me too.
Is there anything we missed?
The last thing.
Oh, the last thing. Yeah,
So the last thing here is the last thing we're going to talk about pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
The Great Desolate Winged... I don't know, it's not Winged Devil. Great... You have it in the notes. I wrote it down word for word. The Great Desolate Winged Devil Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So this was an Eternal.
Mm-hmm.
An Eternal killed by ours truly, a human race Eternal. Murked that son of a bitch.
Yep.
So basically, back in the old days, when the world was under siege, devil keys spread across the 9 heavens to 10 earth.
Yep.
Humans with their backs against the wall. A nice long-haired senior.
Always long hair.
A comrade's dead everywhere. Bloodied face, everything. Standing tall as the hegemon that he is. Killing crazy amounts of devils.
Millions per swing.
And then this Desolate came out of nowhere, tried to stabilize the situation, but he saw this guy, he saw the fear in his eyes, ran away. Yeah. But this guy was like, you're not running.
You ain't going nowhere.
Boom! Stabbed his spear straight to his body and killed his ass.
That will live forever.
Yeah. And he died, and the spear was like, I'll die. I'm staying here, suppressing this will until I die too.
That was a crazy story.
It was crazy.
That was a crazy story.
Bro.
The Will of an Eternal.
I feel like
A Will Eternal.
once his novel's done, he used to be like, alright, prequel, we need to go, let's talk about...
Archaic Realm. I think they could do that, but it'd be so much setup. But the hands that would be thrown back then would be crazy.
Yeah.
There's just like, there's obviously more peak geniuses back then. But yeah, bro, this has been some really, really good chapters. We did almost 130 chapters?
Yeah,
so 129 chapters. We went from 4,027 to 4146.
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty good. We did quite a lot of chapters. That was good. Anything you want to add before we go?
Nope.
Not before we go. Sorry, I misspoke there, guys.
Before we talk about what we're reading for next week.
Yes. Next week. I just want to say that 9-star week, always a delight. I never not have some good times at 9-star.
Getting close to the end game.
Stop! Don't say that. I've been reading 9-star for like 5 years now. Bro.
I don't know.
Like when I caught up to 9-star, they were like entering the like not even the central.
Aren't they entering the mortal world for you?
No, bro. They were entering.
Don't tell me they're entering the central area of the mortal world.
Yeah, not even. You know how there's like the east, north, southwest, and then there's like that central area, and then there's like another central area inside that. They were crossing the Martial Heaven Sea when I caught up.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god.
Bro, I've been here for a while.
Bro, reading the death of the Martial Heaven arc must have been insane.
Oh, bro, it's chapter for chapter. I was like, what's going on? Alright, my Lucia world is not loading right now.
What do we have in the queue?
Can you check yours real quick? Maybe yours will be better.
We have stuff like To Hell with Being a Hero.
Damn Reincarnation.
Damn Reincarnation.
I wouldn't mind some Damn Reincarnation.
It does sound good.
Just hit 300 too. Like 300 last week. I think it said 308 or something now. Yeah, my thing is just not working right now.
What's keyboard immortal at?
No, we just did that, like...
Did we?
Yeah, it's like probably on like 30, 40 chapters. Oh my god, what is happening?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. We just did it like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Oh.
I'm not loading. Let me see.
I guess it's wrong.
What do we got?
Alright.
Wait, you use it online or you have the app?
I do both. I have that, but I usually do it online on my computer.
Just use this right here, this one.
Okay.
You can see all the things here.
Oh.
You never knew that?
I never knew that.
Oh my god, bro. You're missing out. Dude, that's how I always look to see what chapters we have left.
No.
Are you serious?
I just like.
Oh, you have it up there? You started reading it?
Yeah, a little bit.
What chapter are you on?
It's 10.
Oh, I can't see from the... Guys, he's reading Immortal's record of a journey to immortality.
Just barely.
Just barely. He's on chapter 10. Yeah, my thing is still not loading, bro. This is all you. What do you want to read next week?
Oh, Damn Reincarnation sounds good, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm down for some Damn Reincarnation.
I think it'd be good.
Alright, Damn Reincarnation it is.
Yeah, because when was the last time we read that?
It was like a month ago, at least.
Yeah,
Alright, we're going 251 to 300.
Yeah.
Damn Reincarnation, I think it's...
Chapters are long.
They are. Good luck to us.
No, to you.
Yeah, good luck to me. I don't know, bro. I remember the last time I was trying to catch up for this. I think I made it that morning, right?
Yeah.
It's so long. It's not like I'm not reading, bro. I'm just
Long,
slow,
yeah.
and they're long. It was tough. It was
Yeah.
tough. That'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Side note, it's not. Well, I think it's crazy. Y'all might not think it's crazy. 10 subs.
Yes.
10 subs. Appreciate y'all. 10 subs. Thank you. Can't wait for add another 0 on there. You know what I want to do? You know how they do at I think it's at 1,000 subs they give you a plaque, and then at 100K they give you another plaque. I want to create like a plaque for like 10 and 100, and then like obviously give you one for is it 1,000 they give you one or 10,000?
I think it's 10,000.
And then I want to make one for 1,000, so we have like 3 plaques.
Yeah.
And then like at 10,000 we get the actual plaque,
Mm-hmm.
and then at 100,000 you get like the gold plaque, and then like when we hit a milli, hopefully, we can make like a platinum plaque.
Yeah.
I wanted to create one just like for us and like for other content creators who are like starting out, because I bet like it obviously takes forever to hit 10,000.
Yeah.
You know, for most people, most channels. So like, I thought it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want to design one. I don't know if I'll make it look the same. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. 10 took 33 episodes.
Covered 10.
10. Well, actually, we're at 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah. It's exponential from here, bro. But alright, that was a good episode.
Yeah, that was a good episode, guys.
Episode 34.
Yeah, biggest gamer.
Adam Moore.
Peace out.
Peace.